Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is another episode of reviewing NHL teams offseason so far, as today we got to take on the Buffalo Sabres and talk about their offseason. But before I get into that, I'd like to just say thank you guys so much for all the support on the recent videos. It has just been absolutely crazy. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button and also make sure to smack that like button, as well as I try to post content like this every single day. As today we're going to be taking on, of course, the Buffalo Sabres, who have been a dumpster fire for the past couple of years, filled with bad contracts, for example, like Jeff Skinner, and also picking up Taylor Hall. But we'll get into a lot of that in today's episode. And I like the Buffalo Sabres. I like what Kevyn Adams did. I doubted when I was talking about, I think I talked about the Buffalo Sabres on stream or during one of the weekly NHL news videos that I did. And I said that I don't know if Kevyn Adams is going to be really that real GM that the Buffalo Sabres really need. And they have done a lot of moves. And I mean a lot of moves. He won his first ever trade in the NHL, trading away Marcus Johansson, who massively underperformed last year. I mean, he played like Marcus Johansson, but definitely not to the extent. They picked up a for sure fire centerman in Eric Stahl. Eric Stahl, who analytically looks great. Yes, he's getting older and older, but it seems like Eric Stahl just always does good. And he's going to go on a Minnesota team that is looking pretty offensive, right? He's going to be playing on the line with Jeff Skinner and Victor Olofsson. That's pretty damn good, if I say so myself. And if you could get Jeff Skinner going again from what he had, that 40-point goal or that 40 goal scoring year, then hell, that would be a great acquisition for the Buffalo Sabres. Eric Stahl, great pickup, especially for a one-year deal. You let Casey Mittelstadt take his time to develop, and whoever else you got down in the system, which I mean is not very much. But you allow time for Casey Mittelstadt to take that step up instead of already having to play on that second line. You get that second line centerman in Eric Stahl now, and you really don't have to worry about that. But the biggest move that Kevyn Adams did was pick up Taylor Hall. A one-year, $8 million deal, kind of just give it like come on, give us a try and see how things go. And I'm really, really excited to see how well Taylor Hall will play on the Buffalo Sabres. They also picked up Cody Eakin, which I thought they kind of overpaid him. He's definitely not what he used to be. He's not that great defensive player and nowhere near a good third-line guy. They should have just kept Johan Larsson, would have been a better defensive pick instead of picking Cody Eakin. They also got Sam Reinhart back on a one-year deal as well. Same with Linus Ullmark. Brennan Martour, they also signed back onto a deal as well. They signed Tobias Reeder as some depth. Nothing really too much, but Kevin Reeder did a lot over these past couple days. Like, he locked up a lot of players, made this team a bit better, and I'm really excited to see how well this team does. Defensively, I think the one biggest thing is Rasmus Ristolainen. Ristolainen is not very good. He's getting worse every single year, and maybe this year will be that uprising for Ristolainen. But until then, he needs to get better. Yuka Harshu will probably have a bounce back year after really having a bad analytic year. You really need this guy to kind of jump back up. And then you got some really good depth guys in Montour and Colin Miller. They're great defensemen, and they should be really excited for the developing core that they have in Buffalo. And I'm just going to go straight out there and give this team an A. I think the Buffalo Sabres, the way that they have built this team this offseason is really good. They have added some extra pieces to this team for this year. They became an automatic contender just by adding Taylor Hall. Now, is he toxic and all this? No, I don't think Taylor Hall is toxic. He's been on some really bad teams over the year, mismanaged teams like the New Jersey Devils, like the Edmonton Oilers, like the Arizona Coyotes. He has just been on a lot of bad ridden teams, and I think Taylor Hall is now going to be going to, of course, another dumpster fire from what people say, but teams can turn around, and I believe the Buffalo Sabres will be able to turn around. The biggest question is how well will their depth perform, right? You have Girgensson, Eakin, Thompson. I don't know if that's the best third line option that they have, and maybe getting rid of Rusto might help them build up that depth, because then you get an extra $5.4 million off your cap. He has 2 more years left. Maybe you retain a little bit of it. But I think the biggest question still is what they're going to be doing with their goaltending. I don't know if Linus Ullmark is going to be their for sure fire starter. He was 17-14 with a 915, which is pretty damn good. A 915 save percentage is an average goalie save percentage in the NHL right now, and that is pretty damn good. So you probably might look at Ullmark as your starting goaltender for the Buffalo Sabres next year. So you got that guy. Kevin Adams has made a lot of serious good moves. I'm giving this team a for sure A. I like the Taylor Hall move. That's going to get Jack Eichel a partner that can actually help him score goals. And if Taylor Hall likes your team, then maybe he might re-sign with your team. You're the first team that will be knocking on the door of Taylor Hall getting that next contract extension towards next year. So that's perfect for Buffalo. I don't know if they're going to be able to re-sign Taylor Hall, but if they are, then that's perfect. But I'm going to end the video here, guys. Tell me, guys, what you guys think in the comment section below on how well the Buffalo Sabres did. I think they did really good this offseason. Now, there's still a lot of glaring weaknesses with probably their defensive core mostly and their depth. But that's something that they can improve upon once they get some of their contracts off their books. Like, I mean, Okposo is still locked up for the next 3 years. That's such a bad contract, man. That's so bad. and Russalainen, once they get him off the books as well. But you're going to have to worry about a lot of players next year. Dahlin, you're going to have to give him a contract. Yuka Harju, McKay, Montour. You got a lot of guys that you have to worry about next year. I don't know what the Buffalo Sabres are going to entirely do. But I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Adios, amigos.